my pleasure today to show you some of the benefits of national accounts. This module offers you the ability to define parent-child relationships for payment application processing. It allows payments, prepayments, or credit memos received by the parent to be applied across child accounts. So let's get started by showing you how I've established those relationships. I'll go into our maintenance screen and select a parent account. And as you can see, this is very similar to Dynamics SL, so it already feels familiar. I have already established some child relationships to this parent account, but if I wanted to add additional, I could go right here, hit F3, and select those customers. Let's talk about the options you have in this screen. Allow cash receipts for child customers is selected by default, and again allows for those payments and prepayments from the parent to the children. Consolidate statements across national accounts. This creates one statement for all of the children under that parent. And the third, perform credit checking across national accounts. This system checks open balances for the children and warns you if the credit limit has been exceeded. I'll go ahead and select Consolidate Statements across national accounts so I can show you that feature. Let's try to add one other customer. You see when I go to add Fabricam that I get a system warning. The statement cycles do not match the parent, so it asks me to update the child account in the customer maintenance screen. I'll select OK, and you see my Consolidate Statements has been removed. For the purposes of this demo, we'll go ahead and remove Fabricam and save all of our changes. Now let me show you how payments are applied. I go to the Payment Application screen, which many of our customers use in replacement for the Dynamics SL Payment Application screen. Let's look at this screen for a moment. I can go ahead and select my customer, and it will populate that screen with all of the child accounts and those open invoices for those children. And I have a number of options here. So I can sort by customer due date, customer reference number, etc. And you can see all the information is provided here. One of the other things that I can do as well is sort by doc description. So if I wanted to go ahead and simply apply payments starting for company 0060, I can do that as well, and let me show you. First I'll put in a check reference number, then I'll put in a payment amount. And you can see here it tallies the total applied and the unapplied amount for this document. If I come down here and you see I've put in company 0060 and I want to auto apply, what the system does is it, by this sort, applies that payment to those invoices. It will try to pay them in full, and once it's done that, move on to the next invoice. You can keep this here, or you can zero this out. And what the system will do is tell you the total unapplied amount up here. So I can hit Apply Amount and continue to put in payments. However, it will warn me when the sum applied exceeds the document balance. What I'd like to do is just reapply to company 0060. You see that it went ahead and did that for me. And let's process this payment. Now let's go to the customer trial balance to see how that payment has been applied. I'll go ahead and print preview that report. Now let's see how those payments have been applied. Here we can scroll to page 2 and see where those payments have been applied. Notice what the system does. It puts an N in front of the 0923, which was the check number, so that you know it was a national accounts payment. Within the National Accounts module, you can also see how payments were applied by simply going to the Payment Allocation Inquiry screen. Here I'll enter the customer, look for my reference check number, refresh the screen. It'll show you here exactly how those payments were applied and to what child customers they were applied to. We also have several other reports available to you in the National Account module. The National Account Parent-Child report allows you to see the relationships that you've established within the National Accounts module. The National Account Payment Allocation report, we'll hit print preview, shows you how payments have been applied in the National Account module. And lastly, the National Account Aging report. Shows you the remaining balances.
Thank you for joining us. For more information, visit our website at www.crestwood.com or send us an email at sales@crestwood.com.